worst product ever. You go shopping, you see cute packaging, and you're like, ooh, the makeup's gonna be good, because the packaging is just so enticing. It just brings you in, you know. Well, unfortunately, I do have a few products, from eyeshadow palettes, highlighters, to even a foundation that are just, what were the brands thinking? Just, what were they thinking? If you're curious to find out what are the worst 5 products that I've tried, and I'm just like, ugh. Then keep watching, my dears, because, well, just keep watching. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dears, and thank you so much for pushing the little play button. I really, really appreciate it. Now, today I'm going to show you, well, let's just say, it's my 5 products so far, just 5 for now. Worst products I have ever tried. I mean, worst products ever. And I'm going to let you know what those are, my reasonings, and you may be surprised about the brand names as well. But before we go into my interesting, it's going to be a little bit of a rant, I ain't gonna lie. It's not going to be a complete positive video. I mean, the title, Worst Products Ever. And I'm being a little bit dramatic, but we just came from a tornado. It is nice and has nice lighting. So I decided to catch my time to film before it starts raining again here in Texas. But for no further ado, in case you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And remember to push the little notification bell, because we'll let you know when my videos are up and loaded, my dears. And just in case you're new, thank you so much for pushing the little button. I really, really appreciate it. Give me a like and comment below, because that really, really helps me a lot. And it tells YouTube, ooh, let's push your videos out and share my videos. I really appreciate it. But if you're new, or if you've been here for a while, besides being a beauty lover, enthusiast, reviewer, enthusiast, makeup artist, you know, all those lovely things, I'm also a musician and working on my music. Due to COVID-19, things are a little bit slow for things coming out. Alright, I know you're like, come on girl, what are the worst products? Come on, give it to me. What are the worst products? And some, I'm just gonna tell you, some are new, some is very recent, so in between a little bit both. Alright, enough anticipation. Into what I think are the worst products ever. Alright, my dears, I'm actually gonna first go through the majority of my bag. Like I mentioned, it's 5 products that I have that are just bad. I'm gonna go through my eyeshadow palettes. Yes, we're gonna start with eyeshadow palettes, my dear, because I have a lot and I'm very particular. I ain't gonna lie, very particular. First one, you guys may love, know, adore. You may still have it in your stash. Some of you may have just decluttered it. Urban Decay. I know what you're saying. Urban Decay. No. Yes, Urban Decay, my dears. This is the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I believe they came out with 1, 2, and 3. They discontinued 1. Then they revamped it with the new palette. I haven't gotten it. I believe it's called Reloaded or something. I don't know. I haven't gotten it. But I wanted this palette when I was starting off with makeup, maybe about 2 years ago. I was curious. I saw the packaging. Of course, Urban Decay is going to draw you in, right? Of course. And I wanted something that was a little bit different. I wanted to dabble into color a little bit, you know, but not so loud like my makeup usually is, or how my eyeshadow is today. Yeah, I didn't want to go this much yet. I was still learning. So I wanted to go into the pinks. This is as much that I've used. The packaging is good. I like the tin packaging. And I believe they discontinued this one. I believe. I'll put my notes over here if it has or has not, because I can't remember off the top of my head. I ain't gonna lie to you, my dears. I cannot. But packaging is good. It's sturdy. Won't recommend to travel, because I will say put it like in a Ziploc bag, because it probably will open. Like, it won't be so easily, but you know, don't trust these things. Mirror is filthy. My apologies. Now, you will say, oh, this is a nice granite type of palette. Pinks, darkers, has a little bit of darkness over here. You're right, it does. Except my favorite colors are very hard to come onto the eye. And I have to use Mac Fix Plus a lot to get this to basically show. I don't like it. Now, this color over here is called Strange. This I will use for either the brow bone or basically to set. But here's the problem. As I blend, where'd it go? Gone. Very gone. My favorite colors are these two, which is basically, I can't read the names. Honestly, I can't read the names. I can't, I'm sorry, my dears. But I'm gonna swatch these two. These two were one of my favorites. They're glitters. But if I put it in my hand, you see the pigment, right? But it's so light. And you have to put it with your fingers, but a lot of the time as you keep blending and blending and blending and blending, it goes away. Like, it seriously goes away. And that's basically the theme of all of these palettes. I mean, I even tried like this color right over here. Love this color. See, this is the most pigmented, right? But here's the story. When you rub, it's, you know, you're gonna blend. You're gonna use brushes, you're gonna blend. It comes out, it has more pigment than the rest, but same color story. It doesn't blend very well, and it just kind of just stays there. It's just there. So this requires a lot of Mac Fix Plus, because here's the color story. It's pink, it has shimmer, and it just stays there. Now, the darker colors, just like this one is called Dark Heart. I like this color. Here's the problem with it. Pigmented, right? It's like very dark with some glitter in it. But once you blend it out, all you have is the black. Where'd the glitter go? It's like gone. So, and even if you're like, oh girl, just blend it. Okay. Yeah, it's just black. And after a while, it starts looking like the rest. Barely there. Like, you'll see it, but it's one of these palettes that you're gonna have to blend and blend and blend. Pick up Max Fix Plus, but it just doesn't have that much pigmentation. Now, it's not completely bad. It did come with a brush. I did keep the brush, I ain't gonna lie. I did like the brush. But this is a beautiful color story. And I would love for Urban Decay to come out with something like this again, but better. I love the colors of this. But I don't go back into this. I'm going to be decluttering this one. It doesn't have that much pigmentation. I even tried recently, to reuse this palette just to see if I really like it again. You know, to like it for Valentine or just have one of those pink moods. Because I do tend to have one of those pink moods, you know. These are my favorite colors and they sheer out. This sheers out. The glitter falls out. Things are not true to what I actually see. And also, I have to be honest with myself. Do I actually gravitate towards pinks a lot? Not really. But this is just not very pigmented, and it's just a very hard palette to work with. But if you like makeup like I do and how I like to apply, and you want things to actually work, and I use Max Fix Plus every 20 seconds, yeah, no. Packaging is cute, not good pigmentation. I don't know, this could just be me. If I'm going to pick up an eyeshadow palette, I want to enjoy it, I want to pick up the pigmentation, I want to control it, not fight with it. So this, as much as Urban Decay makes fantastic makeup products, this just wasn't one of them. The next product, and it's, well, let's put it this way, it's actually new. It didn't come out too long ago, and I actually got this in a BoxyCharm, believe it or not. Just saying, just saying. The Celestial Thunder Dominique Cosmetics. Now, if you're a fan of Dominique, I'm not attacking Dominique. I don't know much about her. I don't know her. I'm not just going through the product right here. Now, I do love the packaging. I like the color story of it. It's just, it's nice. I really do like it. As you can tell, I've only used it maybe once or twice. I even still have to cover it for it. Nice mirror. Nice mirror to do your makeup with. I give her points. Yes, I give her points. I like the packaging. And the colors are actually quite nice, believe it or not. A very natural color. If I wanted this on a crease, even this, maybe this has a pop of color, maybe this has a whole eye, maybe a little bit of shimmers. Looking at this palette, it's a nice color story, and it is. It really is. My issue, pigmentation. Like for instance, I'm gonna take this blue right over here. I love this blue, right? Fades away. This is one of the ones, even after you use Mac Fix Plus, it's still very, very sheer. It will not build up. Now, you're like, oh, don't be so mean. Don't be, that's just one color. Okay, let's try one of the shimmers. Let's try this one. It's called Fireballs. I like the name though. Now, as we see from the shimmer, this one shows up. Okay, cool. Let's try another shimmer. Try this one. It's called Black Matter. Shows up, right? Let's try another matte, shall we? Let's try this normal color that a normal person would use. Now, as we saw, the shimmers have actually more pigmentation. This has pigment. That one does not. But look what happens when you try to blend everything together. Because when you get a brush, you blend, right? The black goes away. The orange goes away. That shimmer that we saw pigmentation is gone. That one is completely gone. Now, you may be saying, wait, you just rubbed it all together. It's gone. I mean, of course they're going to go away. Well, when you put in color, you have to use your brush to build, right? Well, after a while, it goes kind of like this, right? You're going to have to pick up the product again and do it again. Do you really want to keep building, blending, and then going away, adding more product? That's taking up time, my dears. It doesn't have very good pigmentation. And for me, like I stated, with my palettes, what I look for is pigmentation that is easy. Like, I do want pigmentation, not for it to be too much to where you're like, oh, that's a lot on the first try and it's so hard to blend. Like, I like the Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows. They're very pigmented, but you have to be careful with them. But I at least know ahead of time to be careful, and you go slow. Fine, I can forgive them. This one, and I don't mind working so hard about the color, but if I have to do all this work and it's like almost gone, then what was the point of me adding cuteness? You know? So do that. Some colors have pigmentation. It's fantastic. But if I'm blending and it goes away, not my tea. Also, I don't try this wearing all day. It doesn't last all day, my dears. And if I'm gonna wake up early to put on some makeup, I want it to last at least minimum 8 hours. If it can't even last me 8 hours, you're wasting my time. The next, yes, I have another eyeshadow palette. Yes, I do, my dears. And this one, I admit, it's one of the first eyeshadow palettes that I received. And I mean, back when I was getting into makeup, and I love the packaging, I like the colors, it was luxurious, and I'm like, yes, I want my first makeup luxury product. Sadly, I was disappointed. Auda City in Paris. Of course, I'm gonna pick a Paris one, right? From Lancome. Now, some of you may remember this, some of you may have not. This came out, I'll put the date of when this came out. Yeah, it's been in my collection for a while, my dears. And I don't believe they sell this anymore. But what I really liked about it, you know, I like the inside. I like the high heels going over the cities and the, I think that's a windmill, the tower. I mean, that's the place I really want to go one day, to Paris. FYI, just let you know. And I did try using the palette. So if I want to use this color, for instance, where to go? Let's try this purple. So you're like, try, you know, a darker color. That shows. Okay. I even tried using this favorite one for me down here. It shows a black and barely there. And then my other favorite was this one. As you can tell, it's probably like trying to get used. Barely shows up. So yes, this palette, it may have one or two nice strong colors, or there's barely any color, or it just shears away or not true to color. That's not gonna work for me, my dears, especially with the price of Lancome. I'm expecting a lot better. I can kind of accept, I mean, it's not really acceptable, but I can kind of understand drugstore, but this is Lancome. Come on, Lancome. This just, no. Now, since then, I ain't gonna lie, I haven't tried any of their recent palettes of Lancome. I may dive into them and just check out the formulas and see if anything has changed. This is why it's a fail. The next two to wear, they're not eyeshadow palettes. I'm done with the eyeshadow palettes, my dears. That is just a fail, my dears. It is a fail. And they're recent and new products, I'm telling you. Whew, just a little heated up. Foundation, my dears. This is from Stellar Cosmetics. This is in a shade S14, made in Canada. And, yeah, don't like it. I like the velvety. I like that it's glass. It's nice. And I finished it all the way through. It is extremely, extremely sheer, my dears. Like, this is a little bit of a darker color for me. I ain't gonna lie, it is. It's just a touch darker than my skin. And it's like almost see-through. I'm like, where's the pigmentation? I had to mix this to try to finish this up with my L'Oreal foundations, and it's just I have to keep mixing this to make it like to finish it, because this is not going to be a repurchase, my dears, because if I'm going to purchase a stellar foundation, a high brand, for it to be sheer, and it is not even advertised as a sheer foundation, that's a problem. That's a problem, my dears. So if you're into false advertisement, color being extremely sheer, you have to use other foundations to make it work. It's just, you know, because I think, let me see if I have any left. I have very, I had a little bit left. If I mix this, as you can tell, it's darker than my skin, as I indicated. But where's the coverage? It just looks like there's pigment. I can still see all of my veins, my greenness, it's sheer. You might as well just say this was a BB cream or something, because this is not foundation. Maybe extremely light coverage or a BB cream. Maybe I can make it pass, but not foundation. So this, last but not least, my dears, the worst product I've tried, and it's, as I said a second ago, it is an actual very useful product. It's from Kat Von D, and I got this in a BoxyCharm, just like I got the other palette. This is the Metal Crush. This is in the shade Gammaray on this product, and I've tried it a couple of times outside of that. I've tried this as an eyeshadow and as a highlighter. It's not my thing, my dears, because as you can tell, I've used it. The problem with this, besides the fact that it is messy, you turn it up. Let me see if I can show you, like right here. I'm gonna make it up. Number one, barely anything comes out. I have to keep I have to do this, okay? And I have tried with the beauty blender and with the brush and with my fingers. Try to blend. You see how, I don't know if the camera's able to catch it, but you see how it's nice and shiny and pretty, and it catches the light because the sun wants to come out right now. It's okay, I'm almost done anyway. And once to catch it, the problem is it looks very, very makeup-y. You can't blend it all that well, and it looks like a harsh streak. Even when you put it as an eyeshadow, it's very streaky. It's very hard to blend down. And I'm like, how? Just how? How are you supposed to use this product? I don't understand. How? Kat Von D, how? I don't understand. So this highlighter, I love the color and I love the lighting, but it doesn't work well on the skin, so I don't know how this will work for anybody. Now, my dears, those are my 5 worst products ever that I've gotten to my collection so far. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure I got a lot worse of products going on, believe me, because I will be doing some decluttering and some other things. It's just, as of right now, these are the 5 that will be going bye-bye out of my collection, because I have quite a bit of collection, my dears. I'm starting to get there. I don't know how I got there, but I'm starting to get a little bit of collection. And I'm going to be very picky with my makeup, my dears. I'm very picky. My wants, my needs, of what I actually want for my collection, because I'm trying to use everything up, my dears. As you saw, 3 eyeshadow palettes are a big no-no. Some of them are old, some of them are new. Foundation, no, my dears. Highlighter, no. So, if you have used any of these products, and if you like it or dislike them, let me know. Comment below. Let me know your experience. Did you experience it like me, or not really? Or were you these products that maybe you were thinking about buying but didn't buy it, and now you saw it and you're like, ooh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is just saving money, my dears. Or if you have some positive experience with all these, please let me know how you use them, because unless I'm doing something wrong, I couldn't make any of these products work for me, my dears. And just keep in mind, I do have normal skin. If you do love these products, keep in mind, it is not judge against you, it's just a personal preference. So, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And remember, just before you leave, please consider subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. Now, one last thing right before you leave. Be safe, be kind, be careful. I love you, I miss you, and I'll see you on the next video. And be safe, love you.